Hello everybody, it's Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. This video is for ages 18 and up. I am here with Sunday Craft Talk, which is hosted by Janet, who is Sugar Shine Designs here on YouTube, and I will leave her channel below. But for today, my Sunday Craft Talk is a little bit of everything. And Janet, thank you for hosting this because it does give you a chance to just talk about your crafting. And anybody can join this. All you have to do is just use the hashtag Sunday Craft Talk, and you can just share what you may have purchased this week, what you worked on this week, or just anything. So today, again, I am going to be a little bit of here and there, but I have been doing these hashtags here, and these I like because it's not really a set time that you have to put something up. And these are easier for me because I can kind of get something up, whenever. But today I'm going to share the ATC with me, which is hosted by T. Jaybird's Journey here on YouTube. And I will also leave her in the box below. And then I am going to do the Angel Card series, which is hosted by Felicia. And I can probably include Spread Kindness because I am trying to make some cards for a nursing home. So that will help there. And I think that's all what I have for today. But I also, and then I will also include the So in Love February because this little page in my journal I worked on last night. And I think I was up until probably 1 o'clock because I kind of had some things on my mind. I had a funeral that I attended today, one of my friends and a classmate. So I was just up last night and I just decided I could just keep on crafting. But I worked in my little journal, and this one is not going to be page for page, because what I would probably include in here, and I did I did a video, but I have not shown it because it's showing this journal here before I did it like that. So when I put that video up, I will come back and show you my February journal. But this is what I came up with as far as the cover. I just threw down some little bingo cards, some little Valentine pieces, this little piece up here, and that is what I'm going to be using for February. So it kind of ties into Anna's hashtag, which is So in Love February. So the background of this is some pattern paper. I used this ribbon, which is kind of like a little tape measure. I stamped these little buttons up here and then added this little image here. And then there's a little bit of music note paper on here also. So that is what the cover of my February journal looks like. And then on the inside, I did this page last night. And the pieces that I used on here, they are from a little Etsy shop. And she is Amy J. Delightful. And you can find her shop under that name. She does a lot of things on Instagram, but these are where these pieces came from. And I like them because they are so vintagey, but I did this whole page just about with that. I glued some pattern paper for the background, added a few little buttons. I put this one on this little crocheted flower. Added some little hearts on here also out of my stash. And I really love this page because I think I said it yesterday. As far as loving paper, I also love fabric and anything that has to do with sewing. So this would be for Anna's hashtag Sew in Love February. And then also for Jay's hashtag, which is ATC with me. She is doing um ATC cards. Sorry about my camera. And on that one, you can just create some ATC cards and, just post them. So these are some that I did for that. They are just really simple. The only thing I did on these was this is some packaging, and I don't know if you can see the little writing in the background, but all I did was use one of my stamps, stamped a few little flowers, added that little sentiment, some little ribbon, and a little brad. So I had that one. This one I just stamped Journey and Linked by Love, added a little flower and some more little organza ribbon, stamped some flowers, and that was that one. And then this one here, I used that little You're on My Mind, stamped some flowers. And this right here is just the edge of like, I turned my stamp pad over and just did that. So that is that one. But I wanted to show some old ATC cards. Um, this is not the first time that I have did these. My first introduction to ATC cards is when I was in college, and one of the projects were we had to create some ATC cards. So that was my first little introduction to that. But this is one that I made some years ago, and these are just some little butterflies that I put on there, and you can move the little wings, add a little cluster of flowers. And this paper was, I don't know what it die cuts with a view of my mind's eye, but it's some old paper that had butterflies on it. So I just punched some butterflies and added them to this card. And then this was another one that I did some years ago, just using stamps and pieces of little flower. These are just torn pieces of paper for the background. This was one, this was did in 2008. And I just collage paper on there. This was the back, just slap some paper, and I'm thinking this may be crepe paper there. And then this was one from back in the day, just pieces of paper, and I used just some cardboard. This was one I did with me. I'm on the front, and then I just added stickers and things to this, and then on the back were my children and grandchildren, and then special teacher, I just put that down there. So that was one. And these were some, I guess I started and never finished, some old vintage paper. So what I will do with these is just kind of finish them up. But Jay, I want to thank you for your ATC with me. And then Felicia is doing her, hers is called Angel Card Series. And I will leave hers below also. And this is the little card that I came up with for hers. This little image was from a stamp that was given to me by Marilyn G. I met Marilyn, met up with her yesterday, and she was so kind enough and blessed me with so many stamps. And I think I'm good for, I guess, a while with having wooden block stamps because I think there was a little bit of every kind of stamp in there. But this little angel was in there and I thought she was so cute. So I used her and I just punched out some circles and layered them and added this cute little angel. And I colored her with some little alcohol markers that I have. Added a few little buttons. And then on the inside is love puts the fun in together, the sad and apart, in the joy and a heart. And this was a stamp that was in my stash. And my nail polish was rubbing off. So that is where that little red spot. And I think this is some ink, and I may try to fix that, but I will also use this card to give away as part of Elise's Spread Kindness 57. And then yesterday I did this card for Crafty Dares, and I ended up putting the wrong color trim on my card. So what I decided to do was make another one because you were supposed to use a fairy, a little filigree piece, and some brown trim. So also in that the stuff that Marilyn gave me, just so happened there was some brown little fiber. So I ended up redoing the card for Tina. And Tina is telling thank you here on YouTube. And she's doing Crafty Dares on her YouTube channel. So this is the little card I created for that. This little filigree butterfly I found in my stash. And then this is I'm pretty sure a red lead stamp from way back, and I don't even know where it is, but that is where this little angel comes from. I hadn't did anything on the inside, but on the back I found this stamp. It's in my regular stamps, and I never thought to use it, so I did try it on here last night. Homemade by Rhonda, and I tried to do my little writing, like the little font up there, but I guess I'll go back and add some little dots at the end of the letters. So that was all of the hashtags that I'm sharing. And Janet, thank you for the opportunity where I could post these. And one more thing that I want to talk about, since it's Sunday Craft Talk. As you know, I am trying to organize my room. I'm pulling up all kinds of things that are back there. These are some journals that I made probably a year or so ago. And my other passion is journals, and I would make them just because. But these were some that I had did using old patterns, some of the pattern paper on the inside, music note paper, glassine bags, and that was one cover. This one here, and the insides are basically the same, just different papers, graph paper, pattern paper, cardstock. So that one, this one here, and on this one, it was stitched around the edge when I did it. This one here. And this one. So I have sold journals on my channel, mostly on my Instagram. So I may put a price on these and maybe sell these, or I may just sell them like this, or either decorate them. So I found this one that I had started, and I had put my paper in. I had even started sewing fabric on the edge. And what I was trying to do is coordinate the little outfits on these little women. And then I had included a little bag of things to go with it. Just a few little embellishments. I made this little shaker out of old, let's see what was in this one. Probably seam binding. So all I did, I put my little sequins in there, and then I just sewed the bottom and the top up because the little cellophane piece was already in there. I even made a little outfit to kind of mimic the little yellow outfit that's on there. There were tickets. This is a zipper pack. And I just made a little pocket out of that. Gathered up some of this little seam, this little ribbon that looks like a tape measure. Made this little card here using some buttons, the little tape measure, this little piece here. And then I also see this little piece. I have had this stuff forever because I put some on my new journal. Just sewed a little needle pack, and it was, kind of torn. So I just used some pattern paper, added some ribbon, some buttons, and that was that. And then I also included like the little back part of the fabric, and I just cut some of the little girls out and pasted them on. This is another one. This one, just pattern packs. And I think these are little pockets that you can use. There was a piece of fabric, a little vintage envelope, some more pattern backs. And then they even had some of this little fabric. And then some of this little ribbon that I stamped on. So those are my little things for, okay, I got another one. This one here, and this video is getting long. This was an old pattern pack, and then it was kind of torn up here at the top. So I just added some fabric to cover that, added some buttons. This is some washi tape, and then I even sewed the edge of that. So I have been sewing around stuff for a while. But on the inside of this one there's a little pocket. And then these are some little notion cards that I make. And I have sold these before. So that, and then these were some papers that were going to go in here. And then this right here, I did this again. These were did years ago. And I seen Jill do a card yesterday that she used it was a little cut board where she cut and you could just open the doors to it. So I am going to try to finish up some journals this week. And I think that's it for my Sunday craft talk. And again, I'm going to put these ladies down in my description box. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope I don't have to do this over since I rambled so much. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you later.